What's up, everybody? It is I, Hero Vange, and welcome to my Jungle Cup Meta Simplified video. This is going to be a fantastic starting point for the Jungle Cup. I am going to break down the metagame for you so you understand how it plays out, you understand the best picks, the best counters, and also the side grades, because there's a lot of fantastic side grades that'll give you advantages, disadvantages, and so team building is gonna be a little bit more complex. Yes. Now guys, before we start the video, I just want you to know that this isn't the only meta. These aren't the only Pokemon that you should be considering for your team. We're gonna talk about some other choices, right? And also why I didn't include some of the choices in the graphic. And also the arrows, right? There are gonna be some exceptions, okay? And they're gonna be right here, okay? They'll pop out when we talk about them, okay? So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. Now we're actually gonna start right here at PvPoke.com. See, the thing is, the site updated and they changed some things. One of the things that they changed, right, was that the default IV spread for the Pokemon is the maximum, the best PvP IV spread, right? So if you hit that, as you can see, like, it doesn't change. See this? 115, 115, 147. If I hit maximize stats, it doesn't change. It used to be something else. I don't know what it was before. Maybe it just like goes for 1500 CP or something like that, or maybe it was like 15, 15, 15. I don't remember, right? But yeah, now it just maximizes the stats automatically, which is fantastic, because I think that you guys should be prepared for the worst and also know what the best can do. So I think this is definitely like an upgrade. Another one is that the way that the fast moves like do their thing now is different from the way that it did before. So some of the matchups that you tested out like last week or like a couple of days ago are gonna be different. They're gonna be different. Some of the stuff like really shocked me. Like, example, let me give you an example, okay? Scyther versus Vigoroth here. It used to be that Scyther could beat Vigoroth, right? Scyther used to be able to beat Vigoroth in the Sims, and now he can't. He loses, right? And yeah, so some of the stuff that you used to know, you should double check right now, because they changed the way that the fast moves work. I honestly don't know if they changed how it does that in the game, right? Or if they just found out some new stuff and made it more accurate. But just know that it is more accurate now, right? I've been testing out these Sims in actual battle, and yes, they are more accurate, okay? So coming back to the graphic, let's talk about Vigoroth. He is the Jungle Cup. He is the challenge that we must all face. He's powerful, right? He is the meta-defining Pokemon, and he's disgusting. You know, I see a lot of people on Reddit, right, posting about how he just ruined the cup, how he ruined the meta. I understand. He is gross. Like the other day, I was trying to look for my Vigoroth. I found him in the corner of my room. He was trying to pick something out of his toenails. It was actually your Noctowl's bones. It was your Noctowl's bones. The other night, I heard like a sound. He was blowing something out of his nose with like a blue blanket. I'm like, where the hell did you get a blue blanket? It was your lantern skin. Your lantern's skin. Okay? It's just, he's disgusting. Okay? And he's very powerful. So what does he beat? He beats the Electrics over there on the right, and also he beats the Anti-Vigoroth, which he shouldn't really. Those guys are kind of like his buds, because they protect him from the things that actually beat him, which are the I Hate Vigoroth Club, okay, which is, you know, that weird collection of Pokemon down there, that weird assortment of Pokemon that can all beat Vigoroth. You're gonna need, I'd say, like 2 of these on your team. 2 of them, okay? Different ones with different weaknesses. So, you know, you have your choices right there. We'll talk about them. There are some other Pokemon that can do it, right? There's some Pokemon, but I didn't include certain Pokemon because they need to hit like a Charge Beam. Example, Jumpluff. Jumpluff needs to get a bait and then needs to hit a Solar Beam to beat Vigoroth. If you're fighting a good player, you're not gonna get hit with a Solar Beam, right? I mean, it's just not gonna, I mean, or they're gonna double shield because they know that Jumpluff has Solar Beam. It's not gonna happen, right? Or it's so difficult to beat this guy. But the thing is, you need to beat this guy because the other day I found him, he had this hat on. I was like, where did you get a hat? It was half of your fortress. So we're gonna start off with the Queen Bee, Vespiquen. Yeah. Alright, here's the thing. The way that I organized these groups is that the top left Pokemon in the group is the most dominant. Okay, meaning Vespiquen can beat Executor. Vespiquen can beat Venomoth. Here's the thing. Vespiquen loses to Beedrill. Okay, it loses to Beedrill. Now, why is Beedrill there then? Why isn't Beedrill to the left of Vespiquen? The thing is, Beedrill loses to Venomoth. Beedrill loses to Executor. So the thing is, Beedrill can beat Executor, but you need the Legacy Bug Bite. But the thing is, in this meta, it's not gonna be running that. It's gonna be running the Poison Jab. Okay, so yeah, just know that that's kind of like a loophole, right? But yeah, Vespiquen can beat Venusaur, Vespiquen can beat Heracross. It's just Beedrill. Beedrill is the only loophole there, okay? But the thing is, the main job of an anti-Vigoroth Pokemon is to beat Vigoroth. And Vespiquen can do it. Can do it, guys. And I'm not 100% sure about this, but there might be something that I missed, right? Some Pokemon that I missed, but as far as I know, out of all the bug flyers, Vespiquen is the only one that can do it, right? Because the thing is, Scyther can't do it anymore. I just showed you that, right? Scyther can't do it, okay? Masquerain used to be able to do it as well, but now, since the Sims have changed, it's a CMP tie. You want to tie or do you want to win? You want to win, okay? Yanma loses with Vigoroth coming out with 2 HP. You might be like, that's an Ivy thing. Who has 100% PvP Ivy Vigoroth? I have one. My friends have one. One of the top players in the Philippines, I think she's like top 4 or top 6. She has 100% PvP IV Vigoroth. There's people out there who are so nerdy that they have it. So don't risk it, because I don't want you to risk it, because I want you to win. See, the thing is, the other day I found him doing something like incredibly stupid. He was like, woo woo, you know, Wizards Unite, right? He was talking about Wizards Unite, woo woo. He was doing that. He had like a lightning bolt on his head, like Harry Potter type of thing. I pulled on it. I'm like, where did you get a lightning bolt? It was your Raichu's tail. Okay? So do you want to tie? Do you want to lose by a little bit of HP? Do you want to risk the IVs? Or do you want to win? You definitely want to win. What about Yanmega then? Okay, Yanmega, there. That is definitely one Pokemon that can beat Vigoroth if you hit the Bug Buzz. So again, it's a Solar Beam type of thing. Can you hit the Bug Buzz? Is he going to block the wrong thing? Or it's iffy. It's iffy. Do you want to go for the iffy thing or do you want to go for the solid win? You want to go for the solid win because I want you to win. Okay, so go for Vespi. The next Pokemon that we're going to talk about is Legacy Confusion Executor. It can beat Venomoth. It can beat... Here's the thing. Beedrill, yes, but the Legacy Bug Bite Beedrill beats it because he's double weak to Bug. But the thing is, in this meta, it's gonna be running the Poison Jab, which you're also weak to. But the thing is, yeah, you beat him because Confusion hits like a truck, okay? You also beat Venusaur, you also beat Heracross, and yeah, it just does this job fantastic. It's a good choice. Now, the next Pokemon is Venomoth. Here's the thing. Before the update of the Sims type of thing, it used to be Dustox down there. Dustox can't beat Vigoroth in the Sims with the regular Sims, but if you hit the sandbox and you actually change the second charge move to Sludge Bomb, you can actually beat Vigoroth, but then it becomes like a Solar Beam thing. You need to get that Silver Wind, Shield Bait, and then go for the Sludge Bomb. So it's kind of iffy. What if he blocks the Sludge Bomb? You know, it's not a sure thing. Venomoth used to need the Poison Fang to bait and then kill with Silver Wind to beat Vigoroth. But now, even if you don't have the Legacy Poison Fang, even if you go straight Silver Wind, you actually still beat Vigoroth. And I have tested this. Yes, it does it. Just straight Silver Wind, you beat this guy. fantastic choice. I think he is the better choice compared to Dustox because you don't need to shield bait, you don't need to go fakey and then go for the Sludge Bomb. Just go straight for the win, Silver Wind, and yeah. Is the Poison Fang better? Yes, because if you do get that bait, you come out with a little bit more HP, but not a lot of HP. This guy's he's a monster. Yes, and he also beats Beedrill, he also beats Venusaur, and also beats Heracross, so Venomoth, solid choice. Now the next Pokemon is Beedrill, and I wouldn't suggest that you use Beedrill over the other Pokemon if you have them, right? But if you don't have them, maybe go Beedrill. The reason why I say this is because for in the one shield scenario, you need to hit the Sludge Bomb. So you need to go X-Scissor or Aerial Ace, and then you go Sludge Bomb. You need to hit that Sludge Bomb to kill Vigoroth, right? That's in the one shield scenario. So it's kind of like Yanmega, but the difference and the advantage that it has over Yanmega is if you don't get the shield bait, if you go 2 shields, you actually still beat Vigoroth no matter what. Yanmega, no. No. Okay, so, you know, if you want to win 100% against Vigoroth, you can just go shield. If you're feeling risky, if you feel like you want to risk it, right, for the biscuit, okay, you can go try to get the shield bait and then Sludge Bomb, and if you get it, good. Okay guys, moving on to Venusaur, he can do it straight. Vine Whip, Frenzy Plant, you got it, okay? But as you can see, like within the group, he gets beat out by so many things. Plus with Heracross, it gets like, okay. The thing is, he's also my representative for the Razor Leafers. So many Razor Leafers can beat Vigoroth, and there's some of the best straight up like counters for Vigoroth, and the reason why I have Venusaur down there is because he has a charge move that just, you know what I mean? It's heavy. It does a lot of damage. Frenzy Plant, right? And also Sludge Bomb. The thing is with the Razor Leafers, I want you to think like, what do you do after? Because the thing is, with Vigoroth, what you're gonna do is you're gonna fast attack him down. You're gonna block once, right? You're gonna take the other Body Slam, so you charge up all that energy, and then you want to throw something at the next Pokemon. What if it's something that resists grass? What if it's like Forretress? Like, what can you do? So yeah, actually Venusaur is one of the like choices because it has charge attacks that hit like a truck, right? The other choice that I would recommend is Victory Bell because you can actually Acid Spray the next Pokemon, right? So yeah, I want you to think, what do I hit the next Pokemon with? Is it gonna be enough to get that shield that I just burned or something like that? Is it gonna be worth it to invest in this Pokemon? So definitely think about the Razor Leafers in that matter. Think about what you do after. Now the last Anti-Vigoroth Pokemon that we're talking about is Heracross, and it is an amazing Vigoroth counter. It can do this, alright? You don't have to throw a charge attack. Just go straight fast attack, fast attack, fast attack. Make sure to block once. Don't risk it. Do not risk it. Yes, I know IV, blah, blah. You can actually survive, blah. Sure, but make it a sure thing, right? Just make it a sure thing. Just beat the guy, move on to the next Pokemon, throw something at it, okay? Mega Hornet, or I don't know, do whatever. But yes, it can definitely do this. Now, something to think about with Heracross, right? If you're fighting Vigoroth versus Heracross, right? And let's say you have a flyer in the back. Let's say you have Noctowl. If you swap, you hit it a couple of times, you might actually turn the tide. It's double weak to flying, and it takes a lot of damage, right? Also, another one is with Venomoth, with Executor, since Confusion just hit like a truck, plus this guy is weak to it. The Flyers. And the Flyers, we don't have to go super in-depth with because it's very simple what they do. They protect Vigoroth from the things that beat him. So they're kind of like Vigoroth's best playthings because he beats them. Okay, just an exception though. I can speak English, okay? But yes, Heracross seems like it's the weakest one in that group, right? It's like, I mean, it's at the end tail there. Actually, with Venusaur, in The Sims, Heracross comes out on top with 1 HP, so it might as well be a tie, right? It's definitely like an IV thing. But yeah, something that puts it above Venusaur is that it can actually beat Forretress right here, okay? Which is nice because Forretress is a very hard counter to some of those Pokemon down there, namely Executor. Executor, Confusion user, plus it's double weak to Bug. I mean, that's just Fortress deletes Executor, so yeah. Now within the group, we've got the Legacy Wing Attack Pidgeot as the most dominant Pokemon. So again, it goes left to right, okay, yeah. Legacy Pidgeot can actually beat Noctowl if you can hit one Brave Bird and one Aerial Ace. So again, it's iffy, right? What if they block the Brave Bird? But it comes out on top if you can do that, alright? Otherwise, Noctowl just go straight Sky Attack. Much more straightforward Pokemon. And then Fortress there at the end. Yeah, he loses to the two birds. But the thing is, some of these Pokemon, it's just like a hard counter. Okay, so yeah, I think you should have two of those Pokemon on your team. At least like maybe Fortress plus one of the birds. Or you can actually go double bird. I don't know. We'll figure it out in team comp stuff. And yeah, but I think that you should have at least two of those. And finally, we have the Electrics, and the Electrics kill the birds, kill Fortress. Here's the thing, some exceptions. Okay, so down here you can see Fortress can actually beat Magnezone if it can hit a Heavy Slam Shield Bait and a Rock Tomb for the kill. Okay, so it's an iffy type of thing. You know, what if you don't get the Shield Bait? What if you block the wrong thing type of... So yeah, it's kind of like not iffy, but it can beat it, okay? And Alolan Golem, it actually CMP ties. So yeah, against those two, it's got some push, right? Against the birds, those two are really hard counters. Like, Alolan Golem deletes both of them with just fast attacks. So yeah, so it's nice to know that Fortress kind of has a leg, it doesn't have any legs, a tentacle up on the birds. Yes? Now here's the thing about Raichu. Against Vigoroth, it's actually one of the electric type Pokemon that does a decent amount of damage. Is it enough to win? No. You remember that Thunderbolt choke? The woohoo? No, it can't beat Vigoroth, but does a sizable amount of damage to Vigoroth, okay? With Brick Break and Wild Charge. Now down there in the Anti-Vigoroth land, you've got some fantastic matchups against Vespiquen, non-Legacy Venomoth, and also Heracross. Because if you go straight Wild Charge, you can actually beat them in the one-shield scenario. So yeah, fantastic to know that he can actually do those jobs. Against the Flyers though, against Fortress specifically, you need to get one Brick Break Shield Bait. If you can't get the one Brick Break Shield Bait, you're not gonna kill Fortress, because you need to do one Brick Break Shield Bait and then Wild Charge for the win. Okay, so yeah, if that doesn't happen, but against the birds, you got that. Within the group, you can actually beat Lantern, straight Wild Charge. The other two, straight Brick Break. You got it. It's fantastic. It's a good choice for your electric type Pokemon. Now moving on to Lantern. Against Vigoroth, it can actually do a respectable amount of damage. Okay, so is it enough to win? No. Okay, blue blanket situation. But that's actually why I recommend that Vigoroth carry Bulldoze, because it'll be over faster, okay? It just does more damage, okay? So yeah, Vigoroth, Bulldoze, try to hit it and end it faster, okay? Now against the anti-Vigoroth Pokemon, you can actually beat Vespiquen and also Legacy and non-Legacy Venomoth with Beedrill, Utai. So not bad, not a bad profile down there. Against the Flyers, yes, that's the answer, yes, okay? Against the Electrics, Raichu, you lose, but it comes out with like 5 HP if it goes Wild Charge. If it gets you with a bait and then hits you with a Wild Charge, it's a lot cleaner, right? Playable, IVs type of, yeah, right, yeah. Magnezone, you got that. Alolan Golem, you got that. Let's move on to Magnezone against Vigoroth. No. Okay, just no. Against the anti-Vigoroth Pokemon though, you've got some more matchups. Okay, Vespiquen, you got that with a sizable amount of HP. Executor is weird. You CMP tie, Flash Cannon, Seed Bomb, right? And you come out with 1 HP. So yeah, sure, you win that. Might be an IV thing. You come out with 1 HP, right? So I don't know. Venomoth, you got that. Beedrill, you got that. Venusaur, you have that, but the thing is, you need to hit the Flash Cannon, okay? So you need to get Wild Charge Shield Bait and then Flash Cannon for the win. If you don't get that, no. So, iffy, right? Heracross, No. Now against the birds, yes. Against a Fortress, if it gets the Heavy Slam Shield Bait and then the Rock Tomb, you're dead. That's one of our exceptions, right? And then within the group, a Lowland Golem is... You can beat it. It's difficult though, but you need to get the Wild Charge, Shield Bait, and then go for the Flash Cannon for the kill. The thing is, it's difficult, right? And then against, like, if you're using a Lowland Golem against Magnet Zone, the thing is, all it has to do is go straight Rock Blast and then block the right thing. So, difficult. So, would I choose it? Would I suggest it? Recommend it over Raichu? Over Lantern? No, not really. And finally, we've got a Lowland Golem against Vigoroth. You're farmable. Actually, Magnezone is also farmable, so no. Against the Anti-Vigoroth Pokemon, the thing is, it's a lot clearer, right? The things that you beat. So you beat Vespiquen, for sure. So you beat Venomoth, yes, for sure. So you beat Beedrill. You're a Bug Squasher, alright? You're a Bug Squasher, except Heracross will beat you into the ground, okay? It's just no. But yeah, it's quite obvious like what he beats and what he doesn't, right? The birds, yes, he beats that really well. Against a Fortress, it's a CMP tie. So, would I recommend him over Raichu and Lantern? Maybe, because he's quite a hard counter to some of these other Pokemon. He might be a good choice. Now finally, off the top of my head, let's talk about the Pokemon that I didn't include in the graphic. Let's talk, who's not here? Girafarig, Confusion User. Ooh. The thing is, it's the Confusion User that Vigoroth will ride around the zoo like a pony. Yes, I know he's a giraffe. And then beat into the ground when he's bored. Okay, he's the Confusion User who actually loses to Vigoroth. One shield, you got that, okay? I don't think you can even get to another Body Slam with Vigoroth because he's already gonna be dead. So, yeah, why don't you just go with one of the Confusion Users that actually beat Vigoroth? Plus, Venomoth's not, you don't need the Legacy. So, right? Yeah. What about Dustox? Dustox used to be able to do it, but since the Sims have changed, can't do it. Yeah, so no, not Dustox. How about, oh, you know what? Breloom. Now the thing about Breloom is if you throw charge attacks, right? You actually might lose to Vigoroth, but if you go straight counter, yes, you win. But it's a lesser Heracross. It loses to Heracross. And yeah, would I say that it's the discount version? Yes. Would I say that would I recommend it? Why don't you just pick up Beedrill? Why don't you just pick up Venomoth? Venomoth deletes Breloom. Beedrill deletes Breloom. So I don't think that it's a better choice, or like it's a discount. It's a poo-poo choice. I don't think so. Heracross or just something else. Okay. How about Magneton and also Alolan Graveler? With Magneton, it's Legacy, dude. Do you have it? Do you have it at a good PvP IV? Because you can get Magnezone with good PvP IVs, right? So, you know, if you have it with good PvP IVs, maybe. But the things from what I can remember, right, it had like worse matchup profiles, right? Worse compared to Magnezone. For Graveler, the thing about him is he has Thunderbolt, and you know, bearded Golem here has Wild Charge, and Wild Charge is better. That's it, done deal. Who else? Staraptor. Who else is there? Like Dodrio, Fearow, like all these other normal flyers are not as good as Noctowl. Can't beat Noctowl like Pidgeot can, right? Scizor though, I would say actually might be okay because it can actually beat some of the, like it can beat Heracross, right? If you can land the Iron Head. That's what I can remember, right? But like for straight raw, like solid wall stopping power type of thing, Fortress is like your go-to. I would say, you know, Scizor might be a side grade. Think about it, maybe. But you probably already have a Fortress because you went through the Rainbow Cup, right? So I mean, dust is dust, guys, okay? Who else? The other bug flyers. Yanma, Yanmega, Masquerade, and also Scyther, right? Not as good as a Vespiquen because they all lose to, well, iffy matchup against Vigoroth, which is the job, right? It's the job. But they can beat Vespiquen. But would you bring that for that? I mean, you can bring Noctowl, right? You can bring. I don't think that it's worth it to bring that. It's very, like, the usage is very niche. And so that is the Jungle Cup meta simplified. We talked about how the meta is gonna play out. We talked about the best picks, the best counters, and also the Pokemon that I didn't include in the graphic. Okay, if you want to take a screenshot, take it right here. But remember to leave a like, comment down below which of these Pokemon you think are going to be the best of the best, okay? Maybe name 6 Pokemon that you think are gonna be like the top of the meta, okay? We'll see if you're right. Alright, okay. Subscribe if you haven't yet, ding that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys!